everyone, and welcome back to the Zoodesia Zoo! I told you guys we would get back here. Everything is going to be alright. Didn't I promise that? And it totally is. So today we are here at Zoodesia, our home, when we are going to check in on all of our animals so that you guys can see with your own two eyes that everybody is alright, all the animals are doing well, and everything is going to be fine. There have actually been a lot of improvements to the different exhibits based on the geography and the new plants and all sorts of items that we have to work with. So the zoo has actually received quite an upgrade, though I will admit there is a few things that got lost in translation. There are a few things. So don't worry, everything's going to be fine. There's still a few kinks here and there, a few bumps along the road, but for the most part, everything that we had in the original world is here. Sans the corrupted, cursed lands and all those dreaded meteors that kept landing everywhere. It seems like the meteor shower that was causing all those problems is long gone, so we don't have to worry about that for quite a while. Should be like 100 more years before it decides to roll back around. But alright, so today, Lily and Tate, we are going to tour the zoo, and I am going to reassure all of you worrywarts that everything is going to be fine. Lily, Tate, you two stay there for a second. We're going to start with the staff lounge. As you can see, the staff lounge has managed to plunk itself down partially in a mountain, but that's okay because it actually turned out, and there's the house. See, house is fine. It actually still has everything, including the dreaded bills, which we'll discuss about later. But if we come in here, let's close the door just to be tidy. You can see that our messy cabinets, where we've got all these chests stored, are still here. And check it out. Major Calhoun, how you doing? The cats are starting to come back too. I think they just kind of had to get used to the new place. You know how cats are. You'll move to a new place and the cats will wander away for a week and worry you sick, but they show up eventually. We still have our to-do list. Find honey, build entrance, spring clean streaming, wrangle some rabbits, keep eye out for quackers. So we can actually take the quackers off. Oh goodness. And then we'll come up with something new for our to-do list in a little bit. If you guys have any ideas, things that you want to see here in the zoo, then let me know. But whoa, dizzy, almost tripped. Almost fell down. Gotta be careful about that. But see, so our kitties are coming back. We've still got our lovely little guest bedroom. Oh, somebody has removed their bed. That's so silly. I bet that's why there's the beds out here. Caffers has moved to their beds. I won't peek because these are their guest chests. And there's actually a whole new area back here to explore too. Look at all that. Look at those glacier little area things. Oh, we're gonna have to check that out. It's kind of like the glacier that infected the garden area has turned into an entire snowy mountain. So we'll check that out, and check it out! I love it! There's some mushrooms. Our little staff lounge has landed halfway in a mountain, but I think the mushrooms are a nice addition. They look out, I installed a window here and boom, mushrooms. And then over here we're looking out over the area where one day I plan on expanding our kitchen garden, because our kitchen garden has shrunk, but the good news is we still have Martha Jr., Martha, and Rose Red, as well as a new chicken who will need a name, and then a lot of wild bunnies. A lot of bunnies. Look at all these bunnies. Oh my gosh. There's so many bunnies. I think they're all cottontails too. So we're gonna have to do something about the bunnies in a little bit too. But for now they can just stay in there. We'll clear that area out in a little bit. And then if you head up here, and I actually love this, because here's Junior's house. Look, Junior's house. And it's still right across from my house. And look, there's the tree of illumination. It's still here too. And if you come up here, we have Boulder. So he's still here. Hey, Junior. Junior's still here. What do you think? He seems a lot happier being here too. And I think he's very excited because the Village of Light is actually here as well. It's just way over there. Not way over there, actually. I could walk over there in a day. In a day, Junior. So I think that Junior's going to come with me one day. And we'll let him interact with some of the villagers and see what he thinks. Maybe one day he will move there, but for now I think he's here. Or maybe he'll go there and find a friend and we'll bring the friend back here. And Junior and his friend will live here in happiness. So we'll have to see. We'll keep an eye on that. As you guys saw, way over there, past that little knoll, is actually, oh, and there's Kaffsburg, the ruins of Kaffsburg. I think we will keep that, because that is indeed an interesting little historical site for our new world. Ah, very fascinating. Ooh, there's a fox. We need to catch one of those foxes so that we can add them to our forest exhibit. So we'll keep an eye out on you, my little friend. Lots of boars around here too. Lots of new monsters as well. That's actually because I think they came with Capsburg. We didn't have a problem with golems and werewolves until, like, the worlds collided. But I will admit, with all the new plants, it's totally worth it. I mean, look at this. This is a new plant too. I don't even know what the heck this thing is. Can I find out? Nope. I'll have to be patient. I have to get some shears. But we're busy right now. But Dr. Nami is past that knoll with Pebbles, his assistant penguin. So don't worry, they're still there too. Ooh, another mushroom. I love these little mushrooms. Look at how cute they are. Come here, little mushroom. Oh, there's another bunny. This place is so much more full of life than our old home was. In just a couple minutes of wandering around here, I see more plants and animals than we ever saw in our old world. It does so much better without all the curses and the ominous woods creeping in. And then we have our elephants. We have our chicken who is stuck in the fence post, just like you were in the other world, huh, chicken? Oh, thank you for the egg. Is there a little chicken here? Nope. That's okay. Try again next time. We have our usual chocobo feathers, and we also have some visiting horses. We have Trevor, and we have David Blaine somewhere. David Blaine, the magical horse, likes to kind of escape now and then. And then we have Broomtail. So Broomtail is here, and so is Pepper. And then these chickens. These chickens have been cracking me up because they're busy doing a chicken dance in the cauldron. Watch them for a second. Dun 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 bunk. Dun 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 bunk. Oh, I had the beat off. Dun 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 dun. Oh, they don't know what the beat is, but look at all of them. So they're cracking me up, doing the chicken dance. The sheep have been complaining. Oh, I'm so sorry, I'm so sorry, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to do that. I'm so sorry. The sheep have been complaining because they have boring normal grass, but we should be able to import some different varieties of grass pretty soon. Broomtail, how are you doing? I'm so glad to know you're okay. I think that he's going to be like the adoptive father of Pepper, since he and Cinnamon had a long distance thing. Alright, so then we've got... Yes! Nice to see you too, Ellie. Good girl. So we've got that going on. And then if you come down here, we need... Whoops, that walked right into a tree. We do need to make a little bit of room for the paths and everything. So there's still a little bit of management to do. But you pop out right here. Look, it's our forest exhibits! They're a little bit different. The tree took a beating in the transfer, unfortunately, and I did lose my hammock, but we're hoping to rebuild the hammock pretty soon and encourage the tree to put out some new growth, so it'll expand just a little bit more. But it did spread a little bit. Look, you can see some of its roots going down into Mila's exhibit. Hi, Mila! Hi, Mila! See, she's okay, guys, and her exhibit is back to normal. It's actually been upgraded a little bit with some amazing, beautiful shelf mushrooms. Look at those! I love those shelf mushrooms. I love mushrooms. I don't know why. I just love collecting them and taking pictures of them. Snap. Picture. But yeah, Mila is doing well. She has been exploring her new exhibit. It's got quite a few new flowers, lots of vines. She's been very happy with it. We've also got our little Enderman flower right here, and our cranky Mr. Yogi Bear right there. Though he really shouldn't be cranky. Not only does he have a stray chicken that has managed to somehow get in there, but he has some beautiful flowers. He's got some shelf mushrooms too. This amazing berry bush little area that he should be enjoying quite a bit. Down here we have some daisies, some wetlands plants. And then over here, we have, look at him! We have our ducks. There's our ducks. And there's actually a lot of bunnies that have somehow managed to get in here too. So we might have to close it up a little bit. Hey Gilligan, you've gotten so big. You've gotten so big, boy. We may have to close this up a little bit tighter to keep the bunnies from coming in. But our ducks, see, there's more bunnies. Bunnies everywhere. There's just like bunny invasion going on here. But our ducks are doing quite well. They have hidden their eggs somewhere, and I think their eggs are going to hatch soon, so we'll need new duck names as well. We'll have to keep an eye out on that. Alright, gotta get my sword out. Am I dressed? Oh, gotta get dressed. Because at night, things get dangerous here. And you really need to... We'll have to work on the lighting system. Because everything is not well lit right now. But I didn't really have to worry about... Oh, yeah! And check this out. Private residence. No trespassing. Residence of Bob the Third. Check it out! Bob has upgraded his pad. He now has his own little tree house where he hangs out up there. I think that's because he is holding out hope that he will be able to continue his arranged marriage to that sheep from Hearthstone Village. So we will have to see if we can find Hearthstone Village. Now, when we do, he will be able to marry the princess sheep from the village, and they will be able to have adorable little lambs up in that little house. They might need some expansions. He still has his chickens, keeping watch and everything. He still has his bodyguard and his Enderman flower. We have been asked by Bob to please put a little bit of time into polishing up the outside area, so maybe he can have some privacy hedges and things like that. If you guys have any ideas for how Bob's house could be improved, just let me know. He would be very appreciative, and he's got all that inheritance money that we could get too, guys. Very useful. Oh, fudge knuckles. Already there's evil things popping up. Okay, we can handle this. We can handle this. We're just going to make a run for it. As you can see, we have all these chests that still have all the plants, so don't worry, all the greenhouse plants are still there. Just going to run by it. We still have all the stuff in here to the minutia, counted down to each item. Don't worry, no more, no less than it was before. We made it. Oh, thank goodness. This new world with all of its monsters can be a little bit scary to deal with. Just a little bit. Ah, there we go. Good, 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 good. But yeah, we still have all of our plants. And we still have all of our reptiles. Look at your beautiful grand exhibit. And lately, our reticulated python has been quite the climber. I think he's going after that sheep. He sees that sheep and he wants his food. That's ambitious, but you've been growing for a long time, python. A long, long time. And what a beautiful exhibit you have, too. One day we might transfer him to a much larger exhibit, maybe downstairs when we expand the snake house again. So many snakes, and check out the new glass that we're using. It's beautiful. It looks like you could just walk right in there, but you can't. If you try walking in there, you just go boink, 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 and you stub your nose, so don't do that. We've still got Cleo. Oh, she's all curled up around her little flowers. Oh, she's so beautiful. So beautiful. I hear something jumping. What's jumping? There's a dog on my roof. I bet that's Calf's dog. That's silly. Alright, let's see. Oh, Bunny. Bunny, are you making that jumping noise? I'm gonna have to rescue you, you know. You're not supposed to be down there. So we will try rescuing that bunny. Maybe that chicken. I think that chicken is one of Bob's friends, though. Daredevil chicken. More shelf mushrooms. I love them. Then we've got TikTok, Loki, and Thor here, too. So they're all doing quite well. We have the amazing Caitlin and Radita. They're doing just fine in their little clover patch of an exhibit. Quite nice. We might add a little bit more because it's kind of sparse compared to some of the other exhibits that we've made by now. There's another sheep. I think Bob the Third is going to be in very good company. Look at these. I mean, think about that daredevil sheep. That sheep is standing on a glass bridge, basically, over a crocodile pit. It does not get much more daredevil than that. I think Bob may have, like, some cousins around here or something, honestly. Oh, and there's more bunnies. I'm telling you, there's more living stuff here than there ever was in our old world. It's fantastic. And then somewhere, yep, right up there is our banded sea crate, doing quite well, so that's wonderful. This doesn't open up into anywhere anymore because it opens up, it like just goes straight into a mountain. But I was thinking that might make an excellent entrance for when we want to start working on like our spider or our bat exhibits, our cave exhibits and things like that. We can just carve into the mountain right there and you can walk into the reptile house and straight into those exhibits. So that would be pretty fun. I think that's going to be an excellent way to transition into some of the more subterranean exhibits with the bats and everything else. And then, of course, we've got our rattlesnakes. Again, it looks like they can get you, but don't worry. It's just an illusion of the glass. You cannot be bitten. Don't worry. So they're enjoying things. And then Jade is doing quite well. She can actually move around now. See, there she is. So she's not stuck in one spot. She can kind of roam around her enclosure and explore her leaves. There you go, Jade. So Jade... Agent Noodles! Agent Noodles is still here. You have come back to us, my friend. You were gone for a long time, like you totally wandered off on me. Do you think Agent Sushi's gonna show up now that you've showed up? Because you two, I know you've got a thing going on. Is Agent Sushi like a sushi off somewhere with some kittens maybe? Am I gonna have to name them really cute things like Shishami Noodles or something? Oh, you're adorable, Agent Noodles. I'm so glad you're back. I'm so glad you're back. You're our only orange kitty too. So he's back. And I bet like when Agent Sushi shows up, they'll probably have a bazillion kittens and there'll be kittens everywhere. So that'll be adorable. I still hear the jumpy thing. Am I infested? Do I have an infestation somewhere? No, but I do have amazing mushrooms. Look at those. So these are doing pretty well. Look at these. Look at these. Our beautiful little eating area. I still need to add some chairs and tables, so we may be doing that pretty soon. Let's see. The food got turned into some different things, but it's still the food that we went for. Yeah, what you doing, Loki? Keep an eye on you. The pathways are doing pretty good. And even Chad has returned to us. Have you, Chad? He's been pouting in that corner and refusing to put on his mud armor. So hopefully we'll be able to talk our little zombie baby model into modeling for us pretty soon. So far he's not having any of it, but we'll get there. We'll get there, don't worry. And you can still, of course, purchase a beautiful set of muddy armor, or you can come in here and enjoy the delicious, soft, squishy, wet, cold mud, followed by a nice, refreshing shower so that you are exfoliated and cleaned. There we go. And now, I mean, look at that daredevil sheep. Daredevil sheep. Amazing. And now this leads out, instead of the little willow garden that we had, which we'll have to put back eventually, but right now it leads out to this gigantic, very animal-filled area full of fruit plants. Fruit plants everywhere. I mean, look at this. What is this? Is this a pomegranate? I love pomegranate. Are you pomegranate? Oh, it is pomegranate. That's delicious. What can I do with that? What can I do with you, pomegranate? Well, I can make a pomegranate sapling, or I can make a fruit salad. Ooh, or a pomegranate smoothie. Snowballs, that's all you need. We could totally harvest a ton of snowballs over in that glacier area behind the house and just keep a constant supply of pomegranate smoothies. That sounds delicious. We can make fruit punch. Oh, yogurt. Jelly. That sounds so yummy. So yummy. Okay. Gotta stay calm. See what I mean? This new world. I know you guys were somewhat concerned and upset. The old world was just getting more and more broken, and I knew a move would have to happen. And then when the meteor hit and managed to merge the world of the Calfcast and well, us, and then we became the Zoocast, it just seemed to work. So, and you guys are probably wondering a few more things, so hang on. I'm going to reassure you. I'm going to reassure you with a pomegranate in my hand. Everything is going to be alright. Don't worry. What we're doing is basically just having this one big, giant, amazing world full of zoos and nature sanctuaries. We're going to have all sorts of tropical islands where we go to see volcanoes and we see all the animals that live there. We're going to gather dinosaurs. We're going to have all sorts of amazing adventures. This is going to be fantastic. It's going to be better than anything that we ever had before. It's going to be a whole new world, so don't worry. We're not going to leave Zoodesia. This is our home. We have put almost half a year of daily work into this. We're not going to leave it behind. We're going to continue working on Zoodesia. The only difference is that we're going to focus more on the nature sort of side of things. We're going to focus on doing, nature preserve stuff. We'll have all sorts of exhibits, don't get me wrong, but we may not have the big things like the roller coasters or the gigantic savanna, like full of elephants. Like, we may not have a whole herd of elephants. We'll save that for the much bigger barley fields where the Minecraft International Zoo is going to be. So, to clear up some confusion, there are two zoos. There's going to be our Zoodesia. This is our home. This is our home base. This is where we focus a lot of our time and where we'll have breeding programs for endangered species. We'll make sure that Bob continues to expand his stuff. Our adventures will continue here. They are not stopping. They are not being put on the back burner or to the side. They're going to get just as much time as possible that I can squeeze in here. So don't worry, because it's going to be amazing. And then we will also be over on the other side of the world, hopefully by a railroad track if Calf has his way and sets everything up, visiting the Minecraft International Zoo, where we will be doing the gigantic, huge builds, the things that may not fit the more foresty, naturey side of things here. Don't get me wrong, we'll do some big builds in Zoodesia too. You have no idea what I have planned when it comes to the gigantic greenhouses. So many greenhouses, so many plants, it'll be amazing. And I do, like I said, want to do some endangered breeding programs over here too. So we'll be doing a lot of work in Zoodesia, but we'll be doing a lot of work at Miz too. And Miz will be somewhere where we can really show off our skills, like push everything to the max. And that's because we'll have help and friends, and our friends will have homes that we can visit too. And we may have more friends one day, and guests, and people who can come and see the zoo, and it'll actually be really, really cool. And we're gonna have tons of information. This isn't just about entertainment, this is about education. So you guys will learn about all the animals. Calf and Caffers are experienced in teaching and experienced in real life science. We all have backgrounds in teaching, and we all have real life backgrounds somewhat in different fields of specialty that include uni degrees and things like that. And we are going to be putting those to use, so don't worry, everything's going to be okay. The world's just going to get better. We're going to explore, and we're going to go on so many adventures. There's going to be dinosaurs, there's going to be hidden like pirate ships, there's going to be like talking with the Ents, there's going to be the Village of Light. We're going to find the other villages, go on quest for them. It'll be amazing, it'll be fine, all the animals will be here. I'm still discovering some of the animals, but if you guys are really worried or sad or concerned about any of them, you just let me know in the comments, okay? And I will hunt them down and make sure that they're all right and show them to you as soon as possible. So don't worry, everybody. Everything's gonna be all right. If you have any concerns, you know you can always talk to me, because this is our world, our zoo, and our adventure together. And it's been an amazing, life-changing journey so far. So we're gonna be doing some fun stuff coming up. Probably here in Zoodesia, we're going to be getting to the bunnies and finishing up some of our forest exhibits, expanding the kitchen garden, making sure we actually learn about our snakes and put up the books, maybe even hire a guide to talk about to people in our little reptile house about what's in there, so that will be really fun. Hopefully we'll be visiting some tropical islands with Dr. Nami. I could just go on and on and on, but the sun is setting, the night is nigh, so I will let you guys go, and I just want you to remember, everything's going to be all right. I mean, look at this beautiful new world we have. It's full of life. It's full of new places to explore. The adventures and possibilities are bigger here and now than they ever were in our old world. So everything's going to be okay, guys. You'll see.